Hey, Doberman's Rock here again. A couple things, guys. Let's talk about cars. Alright, we're gonna zoom in on this. Over here is your battery indicator. When you kick on your key and the car is not running,
Major League Baseball.
that's actually giving you your charge data off of your battery. That tells you exactly where the charge is at. It should be in the mid levels, just like you see right here. When you start your car, that ammeter actually changes over and tells you what your alternator is doing. So you see it drop down and jumps back up, and then it should level out. And hence, that's what the ammeter does. So it may show a battery, but the battery is not really what is being displayed right here. Battery is only being displayed with its charge level when ignition is on. Okay, that is your battery. That's its charge, its health. See it shoot down, jump back up. And now this shows what your alternator is actually doing. Give it some RPM. It'll drop right down in normal range if everything is working normal. Alright, so the whole process went pretty well, and let's walk around and take a look at it. Alright, everything's back together. This is mostly a tips and tricks kind of video. What I would say right now is, with these bolts down in here for the airbox, just pull them all the way out and keep them with the airbox, because it doesn't just slide in and it doesn't just slide out. It's a son of a bitch, man. I actually had to pound the rubber grommets back into it with a hammer last night. So if you're doing this job, go ahead and loosen up these bolts here, and actually remove the bolts with the airbox. Pop your clamps and take this hose off, okay? Over here, we're looking at the battery. You know, I spruced it up a little bit. I'll tell you what, man, I've seen a lot of cars not want to start, and it was all due to the corrosion on the terminals. Man, it's so easy. You could take those terminals off and use the gripping force of like a Gerber, and just get in there and just tear it up, man. I mean, just tear it up, make it all nice and shiny, and get those terminals back on. And no shit, man, your car will start back up. The serpentine belt, I had to go back on YouTube for that. I'd taken it too far apart. And of course, they didn't give me anything on my car to show me how that routes, so it's not in the owner's manual, it's not in any of the other manuals. It was actually a quick job putting it all back together. Like I said, we're going back to tips and tricks. We already covered the airbox. As far as the alternator, what I would say there is turn your wheel all the way to the right. All the way to the right. It will open up. Here, I'll do it. Turn your wheel all the way to the right, and down in here you can move. Look at that, there's the alternator. You can move this piece of plastic right out of the way. Let's get the alternator in and out. Everything's good there. I'm pretty satisfied. It was going to be $236 to get an alternator from a parts store, and a friend of mine, he said, no, don't do that. Take it over to these people, they'll overhaul it. I am super impressed. I am super impressed at their work. Man, they took that thing and they broke it apart. They sandblasted everything. It's all clean. It looks brand new. So really, if you go to like O'Reilly's or Checkers or AutoZone or any of those folks, what they're really doing is they're just the middleman. Take it right to the guy who does it. Take it right to the guy who does it. And I don't know, the folks here in Texas, they've been doing it since 1936. Their name is Texas Battery. Look them up. If you're not in Texas, it ain't gonna help you, but no, I got serpentine belt back on, and everything's all connected up. Everything is as it should be. And you know, one last time, I just want to explain this, because a lot of people don't know about their cars and what these gauges all actually mean. Alright,